one thing when you were talking about like your full day, you're talking about getting up at 6, sometimes 7 in the morning, you know, and working out. Like, what does that mental preparedness for entrepreneurs? I think that's a lot of things people don't think about until they hit the struggle and don't have nothing to fall on.
Right. It just come with that, and that's why working out is important, because working out strengthens your mindset. That's why I work out. You know, it strengthens my mindset. I can get in there and forget about how my day is finna be or how my day has been, whether I work out in the morning or at the end of my day. It cleanses my mind. You know, that's my getaway. That's my, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's necessary. You know, it cleanses the mind and it opens up your mind. It gives you clear thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So that helps out a lot. And eating right, that helps out a lot too, you know. So I feel like your health is wealth. So I feel like it's necessary. You know, if you eat a bad meal, 9 times out of 10 you'll get sluggish. You'll be ready to lay down and you'll be ready to lay down and just, you know, ready to like not you think bad thoughts. You know, so you just really gotta prepare yourself for it, really, because it's not easy.
Right.
It's not easy. You might come out the gate winning, then 3 months in you might lose for 6 months straight. Are you willing to lose for 6 months straight and figure it out, and then get back on it, and you know what I'm saying, and then try to rebuild? You know, because investing and putting investments into yourself and in different stuff, you ain't gonna always win. Yep, I learned that. You know, I done took a lot of losses, but that people don't see that. They see my wins, but they don't see my losses, because I don't post my losses.
Well, let's talk about the losses.
We can talk about it.
I think that's one part about being authentic. Look, you ain't gotta tell, you know, all your losses.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta sit there and embarrass you or nothing. But let's talk about some of those losses. Like, what were some of the, I don't want to say significant losses, but what were some of the losses that could have ended CBcutz?
Sure. Probably my last investment about 2 years ago. I lost like $15,000. I mean, but I was just trying, you know, to get into an industry that was hard. You know what I'm saying? That I ain't know nothing about, but I took a risk, and I'm a risk taker. And that's part of being an entrepreneur. You got to be a risk taker. You know, a lot of people don't know that. I think, to be honest, like, I'm not a down person, and everybody know that, but I think I was depressed after that. You know, using 15 bands and, you know, in a bad investment, like, not knowing the industry and not knowing what come with it and not doing the proper research and just going off of what people tell you and just thinking like, oh yeah, it is a $1 billion industry, it is a $1 million industry. Let's hop in it and let's try to get some out of it. Not knowing it's gonna be curveballs in everything you do. And me knowing that it was a curveball in CBcutz, like building this, I went in it thinking like I knew what, you know what I'm saying? Like, just being freely with it, not just taking my time and practicing patience.
So how did you bounce back from that, both physically and mentally? Because first of all, having access to 15 racks on its own is one mindset. Losing it is a whole nother mindset.
Facts.
How did you pick yourself back up after that?
I went back to what I knew. I picked them clippers up. You gotta go back to what you know. Like, I picked them clippers up and I went in grind mode. I stayed down and I just cut. You know, I reduced my bills. You know, no shopping, no going out, no vacation. You know, pretty much just staying down, you know, till you come back up. But, you know, it ain't hard. Well, for me, it's not hard, but it might, you know, people take stuff different. But I'm like, you know, give me my 2 days, let me vent, let me weep or whatever, and then after that, it's whatever, I'm back on it. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like I said, this was 2 years ago, so I already had the clientele. I didn't have to rebuild anything. It was already built. You know what I'm saying? I just had to get back to my grind.
Absolutely.
You know, it was a hard loss, but I just had to get back to my grind. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't long until I was back straight.
I love it. Now, let's actually get to the section now we're talking about the future. We're going to start, I want to talk about, you know, what your either predictions, research, what you see is the future of barbering.
I'm gonna be a celebrity barber. I'm gonna be a barber for CEOs, celebrities, athletes. I was trying to like go towards like getting a shop and doing that route. I think I'm done with it though. I think God giving me the mindset to take a different route, and I feel like I'm gonna be on contract as either a celebrity, athlete. I'm gonna have somebody big under my belt pretty soon, and that's why I came down here, you know, downtown, you know, to just have access to that opportunity, and I feel like it's gonna happen. I'm real big on speaking stuff into existence, and I feel like it's gonna happen, like real soon.
I love it.
Real soon. I already got offered to get flew out to LA every 3 weeks. I just haven't even sat down to, you know, fathom the thought to, you know, I just got a lot of stuff going on, so I got to take that into consideration. You know what I'm saying? But that's just that offer. Like, hey man, would you be willing to come out to LA and you know, do like, and he's already a customer, so all I got to do is just tie the knot on that. So that's a start. So I just got to keep building and keep promoting. As you can see, you know, my Instagram, I done went up 11K on followers from 2K, like that, and that happened overnight. That shocked me. I got one of my posts got reshared on Barbershop Connect. They got 1.3 million followers, and they reshared my post, and they reshared an old post from like 2015, 2016. It wasn't even a recent cut. So that let me know that you just got to keep going. You know, no matter who looking, no matter who watching, just keep going. Whether it's new or old.